Hello, everybody. Welcome to Retro Today. Our audio commentary is Boyan Dulovic with my bro.
Hey.
That's him. So, today we're watching Highlander 2. So I guess technically this is the 2004 version. Renegade 2004, or I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Check the description.
That's right, yeah. All right. Get ready to play in 3, 2, 1, and play. The year is 2024. Da da da.
Industrial pollution has destroyed the ozone layer, leaving the planet at the mercy of the sun's ultraviolet rays.
See, this is back in the. This was the late 80s?
No, I think this came out in 91.
Okay. Oh, so early 90s. This was back when ozone layers was a thing.
Yeah.
We kind of forgot about that. Remember?
We all stopped using hairspray just to fix it. It's never a good sign when a movie makes you read at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's a visual format.
Well, so the difference, if I remember correctly, between this version and the original one. In the original one, they started off right out the bat, giving you the history of what happened, how the Earth was solar radiation just was killing everyone and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember that his wife was dying in the hospital.
Exactly, which I think was supposed to be the wife from the first movie, Brenda, right?
Oh, really?
Well, I think they still kept that scene in this. It's interspliced.
So the first movie, what year did that take place in?
Huh?
The first movie, was that in the 1990s or?
No, it
was the 80s, right?
It was the 80s. I don't know, mid 80s or something like that.
Okay.
Well, this one, I mean, one of the reasons why everyone hates this movie is because it basically shits all over the first one. I mean, it basically says everything in the first one, it's not true, right? Because in the original movie, they're from the planet Zeist, I think, right? Obviously, in the first one, they never mentioned that.
Yeah.
They said that well, it's very vague, right? It's magic. They're all the price. Yeah, they're all fighting each other, and then at the end, whoever survives basically becomes a superhuman who can do anything he wants, right? And that's why it's important that whoever wins is not a dick, basically, because you know you don't want someone to rule the world. And the first one is basically, it's a self-contained movie. You can't really make a sequel with that premise, right?
You can make anything.
Oh, yeah.
With enough cocaine in the 80s, they made a sequel, and we're watching all of it now.
And so, yeah, they made this one, which was, the thing is, unless the script was so brilliant, I don't even know. I don't know. I mean, why would Christopher Lambert? Why would he sign up for this shit for the sequel?
Well, the reason that Sean Connery came back is because he really liked working with Christopher. So they, it's like, oh, I just want to hang out with my friend. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, script. I'll just fucking remember the lines. I'll just make shit up.
You Spanish peacock.
Tell me about this land of yours, Scotland.
I am Ramirez. I am a Spaniard.
I'm from little Scotland, Spain.
Oh man.
Okay, by the way, but that's a great shot, right? So far, like it's all kind of continuous.
Yeah.
Start out from the outside with the opera hall and. Okay, why is there plastic all around?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, but that's also basically a ripoff of the first movie, because the first one, if you remember, it starts off, he's watching, I think, wrestling, and it's this really elaborate shot of, I think they had the camera hooked up to wires, and it looks like a crane shot, and it goes through the crowd and ends up on Christopher Lambert.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's a really great, very ambitious shot for the time. I mean, nowadays you could just do it with a drone; it's easy peasy. But
so is this the same director as the first one?
Yeah, Russell McCulley. McCulley? Yeah, it's the first one.
Was he allowed to do any work after this movie?
Well, he did.
I think he
did Die Hard. One of the.
No,
Hang on.
No, he didn't. He did one of the Resident Evil movies. I think the third one.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's okay. Not something you want to be remembered by.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, this is still very similar to the first, the original version.
Yeah.
But like I
So
said,
is this the? This is essentially the Renegade version, but actually updated with better graphics. Is that what it is?
yeah. So my understanding is, yeah. So they had okay. So they had the Renegade version, which was a director's cut by the director, because he hated. Uh, so basically, the history of this movie is they couldn't finish the movie on time, and then the company, the bonding company, took over, and they made their version, which was the crappy version.
Yeah.
And then there was also two versions actually. The European version, which I actually remember seeing back home,
Yeah.
has a fairy tale ending where
Where he goes up in the
yeah,
sky.
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember seeing that for the first time. I don't know, in '98, and I was like, "What is this? What?" Because I don't remember. Because when we lived in Germany, I watched the other version where he didn't fly into the sky.
Well, how
So
did-
anyway, yeah, you see here,
Yeah.
there's some CG, some
Yeah.
elements in the background. So that's the 2004 version where. Anyway, so they made the Renegade version, which is the director's cut, and then in 2004, they made this version, which is basically the Renegade version with some spiced up CGI effects. Now, why you would make three versions of a movie that made no money is beyond me. That's the last time. So yeah, there's no mentioning here that this is a different planet.
But they don't even mention that it's in the past.
They do.
When?
You'll see when they
Okay.
send them, when they capture, Sean Connery and Christopher Lambert. When they capture them,
Yeah.
the judges mention we are sending you into the future.
What the fuck kind of punishment is that? I don't.
I don't know.
Because right now we're watching a movie. Let's pretend it's the first time, and I actually
Yeah.
haven't seen the movie in a long time, so we don't know what's going on. We
Yeah.
just see a bunch of people. They're somewhere. We don't know when it is, what it is.
I mean, logically, you would assume it's a different planet,
Yeah.
right?
And what's this glowy shit?
Well, that's the magic. This is how they're tying it up with the first one. Because remember, the first one they said it's magic.
No,
Well, this
but-
is that
but-
magic.
But isn't this what connects them?
Yeah, it is.
But this is not what makes them immortal. That comes later. This is just what connects
That's right.
them.
Actually, yeah, that's right.
You
yeah.
and I were connected.
Yeah, because again, they're trying to make us believe that in the first one, the reason why he found him was because of this. But it's not, because he never mentions this in the first one, and none of them have memories of this. But here's the thing: in the first one, they didn't have memories of this, but in the second one, all of a sudden they do. Why?
Because
¿Por qué, señor?
Because
¿Por qué?
cocaine. Because cocaine was cheap in the 80s, goddammit. Thank you, Escobar.
I mean, it's such ridiculous crap. They should have just been like, "Hey, listen, we're totally retconning the first
Yeah,
one.
just
We
forget it."
don't care."
Hey,
Okay?
Call it Highlander Quickening. Don't not Highlander 2.
Yeah.
Just the Quickening.
Yeah.
Which, what the fuck's the Quickening? I don't get it.
Well, the quickening is when every time. Actually, no. The quickening is the end, when the last person survives,
Isn't that the prize?
or maybe that's the price. Oh no, sorry. The quickening is every time they kill someone,
Oh, the
they receive the energy
Yeah.
from the person. That's the quickening. Yeah.
It's a good production quality, though. Like, it's really... I mean, it's not a cheap movie.
No, well, that's why it didn't make any money, because they went over budget. No, I mean, quality-wise, I got no beef with it. Even with the original version, I had no beef with the quality.
Apparently, it
It's-
was shot in Argentina.
yeah,
Buenos Aires.
because the the currency exchange was so low. That's why they were able to make all this.
Yeah.
But actually, the problem with that was they still had to fly in a lot of the crew members,
Yeah.
because the film industry there just wasn't really virtually non-existing.
Yeah.
So in the end, they still ended up spending more than they thought.
Okay.
Right? It's yeah. I mean,
Okay. Well, but it has a great look. Because you can't really tell where it takes place. I don't... Did they say where the city... Which city it is?
This right here?
No, on Earth.
Oh,
Did they say it's Argentina?
no. It's supposed to be in the U.S.
Because you can't. I like it. You can't quite tell where it is.
So you see, okay, so his motivation here,
Whose motivation?
the bad guy, right?
Michael
This
Ironside?
is now. Oh, sorry, this is still in the past. When we get to the future, in the original movie, his motivation for bringing Connor back or sending his idiots to kill Connor made no sense because Connor was dying anyway.
Yeah.
But in this version, the way they explain it, if I remember correctly, the way they explain it is because Connor could still decide to come back.
Gotcha.
Right? Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get there. It makes more sense, even though it doesn't really. Oh.
Michael Ironside, great actor.
Great actor.
That
man.
voice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just amazed at the production quality. Like, I wonder if this is a real opera house or. Looks great though.
I mean, I would assume so. It would be a pain in the ass to construct all that.
Yeah, I don't really understand their punishment. So these guys are now
Well, okay,
caught.
they'll talk about it now. So yeah, they're caught.
Why not just kill them? Like, or imprison them and they in a jail cell.
Wow. It is death. See, it makes sense.
Who's
So
talking?
they exiled them.
Yeah.
See, into the future. So it's the same thing. They'll die, blah, blah, blah. It's not true.
It can only be broken by bad contracts and pay disputes.
So, okay, here. So, choice to... Or come back, right? You're right. So you can come back and you'll be young again, blah, blah. So now Connor is the last one, and he still hasn't made up his mind whether or not he wants to come back. In the original one, obviously this wasn't there. They just send them to Earth, Earth of our past. At that point, it was the present day. Which again didn't make sense because Connor was born in the first one. I mean, there was never mentioning, he was born in the Scottish Highlands, right? So anyway, yeah. But so this makes more sense that he sends his idiots to kill him because he doesn't want Connor to come back because he's afraid that Connor is gonna, I don't know, take over again and all that. Now, the only other thing that they never explain in this version is the fact, is the fact that, so on Earth, they send them back in like the 1400s, right?
Yeah.
So you're looking at over 500 years Earth time, but on oh, sorry, I guess because this is the future. Sorry, the past, I guess time. Yeah, you see how fucking confusing this is? Oh my god, this is like algebra all over again.
After the movies, I stopped listening to you. So in the past, they had some sort of advanced technology, which is like borderline magic.
Yeah.
And I guess something happened, and fuck this. Let's cut somebody's head off. Interesting bad guys.
I know. Like, what is this?
Very flamboyant bad guys. They just came from Fashion Week, Buenos Aires.
Why are they afraid of him? I don't get that.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody hates him in the movie because he put up the shield that saved
Saved
everyone,
everybody's life.
but created permanent darkness.
Yeah, I mean, better permanent darkness than being fried to death.
Well, yeah.
That's great. Is this a set or is this? It's probably like a real hydro dam.
Yeah, no, I think this is some kind of a hydro dam.
Fuck, it looks great.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, again, even the original movie, it
What
it
flag
looks
is that?
good.
You see that flag?
Huh.
I wonder if it's the flag of Argentina. I'm gonna look it up.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
Maybe-
maybe it's like a little,
Maybe
little
it's the
Easter egg.
U.S. flag of the future. You know how it, like in Escape from New York, the
No.
American flag was different.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, it is because it was a military state. It looked more like a Nazi flag,
Oh, okay.
if I remember correctly. It sounded like maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know. It's Highlander 2. What do you expect?
Ooh, ziplining. Way.
Okay, so the guy's just chilling.
Yeah.
He's the only one making sure nothing happens. And there's like 5 people right behind him who jump into water.
Fucking.
There's like God,
union labor. That's what. Fucking man, gotta privatize that shit. This is what happens.
Guys in a smoke break.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
Right
like
on
5 people right
I
there.
like how the guy's like right on. Why did he has those lights on his head? I don't get that. Is that the best place to put the lights?
But yeah, I mean, visually, this really does look good.
But you know, okay, it's interesting. If you notice how there's very few windows anywhere,
That's true.
which kind of makes sense too, right? If they're afraid of the sun, you would put windows. You'd put everything, you know, build everything with concrete too. It'll
Yeah.
keep you cool inside.
Well, actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, it's a woman. It's a badass chick. You know, people are always like, we need more females and this and that. Well, we had females.
Are you kidding me? The 80s was filled with strong female characters.
What's her name? Madsen? Is she the sister of that the other guy, the Madsen guy?
I have no idea.
Virginia Madsen, that's her name.
Is it? Okay. You've done more research than me.
Oh, this is some sort of SD card.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna have in 4 + 2 6 years. Pay attention.
So this is now when they see that basically the ozone layer repaired itself
Yeah,
and there's no need for this shield.
yeah.
Now, the reason why the corporation is not telling anyone, because they make money, their
course.
entire planet is their client, right?
Yeah.
So that's fine. That makes sense. It creates for some good old fashioned sci-fi.
Yeah. Anti-capitalism.
Yeah,
Of course.
that always makes good for good sci-fi.
Yeah.
And like right here, like this is
a
matte
great
painting.
shot.
Yeah, it's a great shot. Again, this movie had potential.
Yeah. Holy shit, they got a helicopter. I
Get to the
man.
chopper now.
Okay, that's probably CGI, that shot, but I don't know. Oh, this is real. Like, I like this. Just do real shit.
I know,
Real
man.
helicopters.
I know. They did that back in the day. I mean, sure, every once in a while somebody dies in a film set, but come on, man.
Sometimes children. Twilight Zone movie, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so now, again, this is very similar to the original version. Okay, now, this shot here,
Oh.
this is slightly tweaked. Now, how on earth is he able to view him? I don't know. But let's just say magic. Let's
Yeah.
say magic. So now, okay, the question I had, how much time has passed in the past? You know what I mean? Because it's been 500 years, so is time going simultaneously between the past and the future, or is it just sped up? Because if it's 500 years, then are all these guys immortal? And why are these guys dressed up like idiots?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you see, this makes more sense to send them back. See, he says the same line. He'll be back in a couple of weeks in the original version. And Katana says, I don't care. which makes him the biggest idiot. Then
Yeah.
why are you sending them back? Because if he kills one of them, he becomes an immortal again.
Yeah, yeah.
So now it makes sense. He fears that he might come back. Because McLeod hasn't declared if he's coming back. I don't know how you declare that. It's like a tax form.
Please fill out your T4.
Are you returning to the past? Undecided.
I'm returning to claim my rightful place.
Yeah.
And I'd like a tax exemption.
So anyway, that makes more sense.
No, we're looking for logic in the smallest of areas.
I am desperately looking for logic, man.
Oh, that's Queen.
Queen, yeah. Well, they had to shoehorn. I mean, one of the things that made the first one iconic was the Queen music, right?
Yeah.
And so they shoehorned that into this scene, and I think this is the only scene that has that. I think.
Reports have just come in of a terrorist attack on the Shield Control Center. According to information available at this time, the group calling themselves Cobalt successfully made an attempt to enter
No hole? Is that what they call themselves?
Cobalt.
Oh, no hole.
And again, I mean, if you look at
Okay. They're shooting interview up against a brick wall.
I know. It's like somebody's garage.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
We have our obligatory TNA scene. Well, the precursor.
Oh, but they don't even show anything here.
Oh, they will. Just wait.
Oh,
Just wait.
what is this?
Not right now.
McLeod, 23rd bar. How does she know he's going to be at the 23rd bar?
I don't know.
Why is that guy drinking milk?
Is that your biggest problem with this movie?
I always wanted to meet the guy that turned the world to shit.
Well, he saved our lives and he asked me.
I'm not asking.
Like, I don't get it. Like, he saved you.
Yeah, I know. Well, the thing I do find funny is, so they make it seem that basically the world economy collapsed because there's no sunlight. You know, because I mean, if you look at the society, you know, it all went to shit. You know, she says it all went to shit. And I'm like, you know, just because there's no sunlight, people can still do everything else.
Yeah, like, how does that affect anything?
That's again one of those things in the movie where you go, okay.
Like, would the economy would it have been better if everybody was fried? Like,
I know. Yeah, so now he'll realize that he's starting to heal.
Yeah.
Because those two idiots
I'm back.
are. Oh yeah. Actually, he doesn't even have to kill them, right? The moment one immortal is back, he no longer is a mortal,
Yeah.
which means he's gonna start regain. Again, this is the idiot. This is the stupid thing. By simply sending them back, he's gonna become more powerful. So if you're gonna send someone back to kill him, don't send the idiot, brothers.
Yeah.
You know, send someone strong. But again, you know,
This is like a Tim Burton movie now. This scene,
basically, yeah,
very gothic.
it does look like a Gotham City
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Oh snap! But he's still old. He only becomes young after he kills one of them.
That's right, but I mean, he's regenerating, which means he is becoming a little stronger.
Yeah.
Right.
Mr. McCloud?
Yes,
I'm Louise Marcus.
terror is a dangerous business, Miss Marcus.
I'm not a terrorist.
I mean, I got to give it to Christopher Lambert. He plays an old man really well.
Didn't he? He didn't even speak English in the first movie. Like he literally just learned his lines. And that's it. He didn't actually speak English.
Well, he knew English, but he didn't know it that well. I think, yeah. Well, it's actually no different than Antonio Banderas when he did, was it Assassins with Sly?
Yeah.
I think it was that movie. He spoke no English.
No, because he did Desperado before Assassin.
No, dude, Desperado.
No.
Oh, that came later.
No. I think Desperado was 94.
95. Yeah, but Assassins was 92.
No, Assassins was 96.
I'm going to fact check you on that
Go
one.
ahead. Go
Okay,
right ahead.
hang on.
Like in 2024, they're still driving 1990s Porsches.
Yeah, I know.
And everything in the future has to have that Blade Runner look.
Well, it was the 80s, right? I mean, now everything has to have the Blade Runner 2049 look.
Yeah, with rain, everything. It's rain
Yeah.
everywhere.
So yeah, now he's regenerating.
Yeah.
And again, look at the cars, right? It's almost as if everything stopped
Yeah.
in the late 90s whenever he put up the shield. Which again, wouldn't make sense, man.
No.
And look at this. I mean, this is so stupid.
This reminds me of He-Man, the ones that they send. And they have them flying too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, actually, that's right. Come on. And also, again, if I remember correctly, the fight scenes that he's going to have with those two idiots, that has been extended and recut for the Renegade version and for this version.
Because, I mean, technically, when a Highlander fights another Highlander, it has to be sword on sword, right?
Well, it doesn't have to be, but you just, in order, you got to take his head off. So how are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier.
I don't know.
Because you can't shoot him, he's just going to regenerate.
And they never explain why can't you do it on holy ground.
Well, they mentioned that in this movie you can't do it on holy ground, but yeah, they don't go into details or anything.
Do they mention that in this movie?
Yeah, there's a scene later on. Basically, very similar scene to the first one, with the hell is the bad guy's name in the first one? The Russian guy, Kruger, Krieg,
Something like that.
yeah, whatever. It's very similar scene in this one.
Of all the movies that need to be remade, I think this is one of them. The whole franchise, just remake it and.
Well, that's the thing. I'm actually, even though again the first one is the first one, and basically everything after the first one is just horrible. And if you think, you know what, we should maybe down the road do number 5. Have you ever seen Highlander: The Source?
I think I've seen clips here and there.
Dude, it's with the guy from the TV show, right? Duncan MacLeod.
Yeah. It's
Oh my God, it is horrible. It makes this movie seem like an art film, So, they just keep getting worse and worse. Although the third one is better than the second one, and the fourth one is
It's okay. I didn't.
is
mind it.
okay. Yeah.
But story-wise, then none of them make sense because
No.
in each movie he's the last one. Then
I know.
Then there's like another one. No.
Well, not only that, in the fourth one, Endgame, because what happened after the first one, they had the TV show. Well, you can't have a TV show when there's no one to fight, right? And all of a sudden, his cousin's there, which we never, mentioned. So they changed that, and then all of a sudden, there's this entire cult or group
Yeah.
called
the fourth one.
the Watcher. Is it the Watchers?
Well, the Watchers was in the TV shows that.
Yeah, that's what I
that
mean,
Watched them. Yeah.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, you have them.
Yeah.
And then they carried that over to the fourth one, and again, this entire mythology was built around a franchise of movies that should have never existed because the first one shut everything down. The first one leaves nothing open for a sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely nothing. At least in the third one, okay. In the third one, because they ignored the second one, right?
Yeah.
And in the third one, the way they do it is this bad guy and his dudes
Yeah, they
were
got stuck.
frozen in ice.
Yeah.
All right, it's a lame
But even
way,
if they
but
were
you know.
frozen in ice, that still wouldn't change anything. They'd still be around.
Well, because I guess they were clinically dead. I don't know, man. I mean,
Stretching it.
oh, of course, yeah. But at least they tried to attempt to explain it.
There's so much like mythology. There's so much, when you take the movies and the TV show, there's a lot there. There's a lot
Yeah.
there to build an actual franchise.
Yeah. Well, plus there was a second TV show, Raven.
Yeah, I never watched that.
Well, it was only one season and it never really went anywhere. And then there was 2 cartoons.
How the fuck do you make a cartoon about chopping people's head
Oh,
off?
I know. Well, I've never actually watched it, but yeah, there's 2. And then there's tons of comic books. I'm pretty sure comic books. Anyway, yeah. So I wouldn't mind actually them. Let's plan out a trilogy.
Yeah.
Based on all this, and let's just do it right. This is one of the rare times when I'm like, a remake could actually save this. Make it somewhat cohesive.
Fuck, it's so over the top too. Like they destroy half the city when they have the quickening.
I know. Well, that's the funny thing about the first one too. The quickening at the beginning of the movie, when he kills a few random people, it's so over the top. But then as the movie progresses and they had less and less money, it just becomes very simple.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot, actually.
Yeah. Coming out of the fire.
So he killed the first guy basically by accident,
Yeah.
and now he's got more power, and he's gonna kill this guy. Well, actually, I guess he's got all of his power back now,
Yeah. Now he's got a sword.
and a sword.
This guy.
No, jetpack.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. And what's up with the tongue? Constantly, he's got his tongue out. It's very distracting. Hey, he's got a hoverboard too.
He knows how to use it. It's like nowadays, those hoverboards you see at the airport where you just kind of tilt forward.
Yeah.
This was the precursor. Pretty good though. They're just going around in a circle. Like, I get you. No, you won't. This looks good. I guess they. Oh, I see some wire, but very faint.
Yeah, there's a few, which is funny because they could have erased those pretty easily.
I've only seen one so far. But yeah, overall pretty good.
I mean, like I said, the action and the production value is fine.
Yeah.
For an '80s flick, it's fine. It puts it up there, in my opinion. Puts it up there with Running Man,
Yeah.
with I can't think of others, but movies of that genre at the time.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the idiotic story and some of the acting choices, a lot of the acting choices actually. And also keep in mind, Christopher Lambert, even at that time, he was, I think legally he was blind without his glasses.
Oh yeah,
Right?
I remember that. Yeah.
And he can't wear contacts because of some kind of I think he's allergic to them.
Oh shit.
So all these scenes that he's doing, he's virtually blind.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. So that's why as you keep watching the movies, especially in the third one, they would use a stunt double, and you can tell in a lot of shots because the guy's supposed to fight with a freaking sword. Yeah, I love that. He just shoots at the guy. Did he? He exploded, right?
Yeah. It blew him up.
That's the thing. Okay. I love it in movies where they use swords, where swords aren't consistent. For example, he swings the sword and cuts through steel,
Yeah.
right? But then when he tries to stab someone, he barely stabs him, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you can cut through steel, I'm pretty sure you can cut through a body,
Yeah.
or it's just goofy. Yeah, so now he cut his head off, which I don't even know you could decapitate someone like that.
Well, he wasn't going that fast.
They didn't even bother cranking it up. It's like, fuck it. Alright, so now you got the second quickening.
Ramirez.
So again, all of a sudden he remembers. He didn't call Ramirez in the first one to fight the bad guy at the end. But now he calls him for no reason.
In the first movie, did Ramirez mention the whole "we are connected"?
No, God, no. Well, he said, I can't remember, but I think he said we're all connected. Yeah, he said we're all connected because they can sense each other.
Yeah.
But in this one, he says that only them are connected.
It's kind of a joke too. He comes into Scotland. He's
I know.
a Spaniard.
Oh yeah, actually, that's true. That makes no sense. Now, is he wearing? Yeah, he's wearing the same clothes from the first one.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember from-
Well, I guess it makes sense because he was killed in Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes
Oh,
sense.
was it Scotland?
Well, it was the Highlands. He was
Oh,
killed,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
By the
Creek guy.
Kurgan.
Who did he play? That Kurgan was another, I guess, Scottish tribe that were fighting them.
No, actually, they were Russian. I think they were Russian.
So I don't remember Russians invading Scotland. Is that a thing?
They may have taken some liberties with the history. I mean, I do love his comedic timing in this. It is a funny scene. It's just kind of, placed awkwardly wrong. Shithead.
What's your shit?
Get off the stage now. So, okay.
My apologies.
So his sword came back with him. That's interesting.
Oh, did it? I didn't.
Well,
yeah.
where
I
did he
guess-
get the sword? All of a sudden?
I thought he took it from the guy.
Oh, did he? Okay, maybe he
Maybe
did.
it's like a prop sword.
That wouldn't be a real sword then, because he uses it to fight. Yeah, you see now he does. He indicates. Yeah, he indicates that he's been killed. Right here. Right? So
Yeah.
they're clearly not retconning the first one, which is stupid, right?
Hamlet. Whoa.
And also notice how they're not really showing the city.
Yeah.
That's because it wasn't in the UK.
So he's somehow gonna make his way from Scotland to New York.
Okay, well, we'll
no
talk
papers,
about that.
no passport.
We'll talk about that when we get there. I have
some feelings, right?
I have some feelings on that. No, okay, let's talk about this thing. So clearly she realized there's something going on. This dude's all of a sudden young. She's confused, and I would assume afraid, because who wouldn't be? And all those emotions lead to them having sex in that back alley, like right on the street.
If only real life was like that.
It's like even people who write porn for a living are going, "Come on, man."
At least build up to it,
I mean, in the first one they build up to it; it made sense. In this one, it's like, "Honey, I'm young now. I need to fuck." It's basically it. Like, right? He's gonna have sex with her
Yeah.
in this dirty back alley, and there's people driving and walking. And
What, you got a problem with that? You're so prudish.
Now they do play the music from the first one.
She kind of looks like his wife from the first one.
Well, she does, and but that also okay. In the first one, Brenda reminded him of his first wife.
I mean, he has a type.
Clearly, yeah. Now, I think this classifies for a hashtag Me Too post. I don't know if this is consensual, dude.
I don't know.
So he didn't even take his pants off. He's already in. Man, this guy's efficient.
He has a connection with her.
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick.
Well, it is the quickening.
That's what it means.
He's literally done, dude.
It's like, bitch, I'm 80 years old. I mean, 800 years old.
So hang on, now I'm confused. Now they cut to his, I guess, living room, which is ridiculous,
Which is a banquet hall.
basically. And so did they?
That must cost a fortune to heat. I just want to say that. Look at those high ceilings, man.
Stone everywhere. That's not easy to heat, man. Yeah, I see. So now they're trying to make the connection. She's basically the audience. And his response is, yeah, something like that. Meaning we don't fucking know.
That's not what I was talking about. So, what do you want me to do?
You built the shield. Maybe you can figure out what's going on up there.
Now I'm still confused how they got there. Did he finish in the back alley and then they went home and she took a shower?
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Well, of course. Somebody had to get his attention. Start asking questions. Find out the truth.
I love the choreography. It's almost like theater, you know?
Theater.
Theater, yeah.
I think that's
I
what
like
it
to be
is.
pretentious about it.
It's like when people say, I went to France. Wait, why is there daylight now?
Huh. Damn, that's a good point.
It's supposed to be dark.
Dude, I have seen this movie way too many times. I never noticed that.
The whole movie's supposed to take place at night. Unless if there's lots of lights around, it makes it look...
But if there is, why aren't they explaining it?
Shit. Yeah, look, this fucking daylight.
Yeah, it's daylight. Wow. Well, maybe that symbolizes that this is a high society and they can afford fucking lamps. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
But again, okay, so he walks into this, I would assume, high-end suit store where everyone behaves like they got a stick up their ass. And how is he gonna pay for it? With his earring.
Plus, how do you confirm that's real?
I know.
Like, sells clothes. He's not a jewelry expert.
No. But he does. No. It makes sense because when he gives him the earring, he's gonna take a look at it. He's gonna slightly tap it with his
Yeah.
finger, and then he's gonna snap his finger.
Everyone realizes it's made in China.
Yeah. Yeah. See, he looks at it. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. Snap.
I wish Sean Connery would have made more comedies, man. He's
Oh, I know. He's good, man. Now, here's my question, though. If we assume that earring was, the most valuable thing he had on him,
yeah.
and he just gave him that, how is he paying for the ticket?
maybe he has another one. In his
Yeah.
It's like an 80s comedy where they're like,
It is, yeah. I mean, honestly, they could have done a better job. And again, let's not talk about getting a passport, visa, immigration. I mean,
maybe they don't have borders in that future.
yeah, there's no light, so fuck it. Why have borders?
Yeah. Everywhere is depressing.
We don't. Everything's collapsed. There's no light.
Yeah.
The fastest way is still to fly.
I do love his confused look.
So, and he was able to carry a sword on the plane. No, I'm a sushi chef.
Oh yeah. Also, in the original version and I think the Renegade version, the shield was red, and here it's blue.
Yeah.
So
It's interesting.
that's all I got.
It's interesting that the airplane looks like he's from the 1930s.
I know. Hey.
It's supposed to be 100 years in the future.
Well, no. It's on. What's 20? Well, actually, no.
I said 1930s. This is 2024. It's almost 100 years.
Oh, I see. 1930s. Yeah. But actually, is it 2024 or is that?
That's what they said. Yeah, 2024,
Oh yeah, I did say that's right. Yeah,
New York.
that's right.
It was the deepest movie you ever saw. But it was more than that.
If I was an exec in Hollywood, once I put the coke away, I would release the Highlander remake in 2024 as an homage. You know what I'm saying?
To the quickening.
Yeah.
To the most hated movie in the franchise.
Yeah. Just call it Highlander the Quickening. For real.
Highlander, fuck you for watching this shit. It's your fault. Get a life.
Highlander cash grab.
Yeah.
But before we make a remake, we have to have number 6.
Yeah.
We gotta finish on the lowest note possible, man.
Because she was born after the shield went up. So she's never seen sunlight. Is that the idea?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense because it's been up for 25 years. She could be 24, and
When
and
was the year that the shield went
he's
up?
800.
Yeah. Not a creep at all. So when did the shield go up? 2024? No, sorry.
Well,
1996, I think it was, or 94.
well, no, they said it's been up for 25 years, so it's 2024, so 99.
Nine.
Yeah.
He's watching TV.
And yeah, again, how is it? It's an actual security camera. Like there's time codes on it and everything. Where is this coming from?
What is that?
So you see, well, this is how he goes through time. Again, okay, here's what they could have done to make this a little better, I guess. I don't know how you could cut around it because there's probably no footage of it. But instead of sending those two idiots, why not he goes back, and he decides I'm going to kill him because I'm powerful and I'm going to kill the old man, right? And then something happens. Maybe the idiots get sent. Maybe the idiots send themselves back. I don't know. That's where you can fix that little thing where you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What a depressing looking train. Oh,
Dude,
wow.
everything's depressing. Now, this shield, by the way, sucks. Everybody seems to penetrate it, left and right.
Well, it's not a physical shield though, right? Or is it? Or is it more of a... It's anti-UV ray shield.
Wow. It's like... guess it's just giant sunglasses, basically. I don't know, man.
Michael Ironside.
I mean, again, his his comedy in the movie, the comedy is, he's funny, but it's on and off in terms of when it's appropriate, right? Sometimes just
Yeah.
over the board too much for this type of a movie. Now, here's another beef I have. They're from the past. Okay, it's this ancient society that, assuming at some point, disappeared. You know what? Whatever. Maybe they're the Atlanteans, right? I don't know. So obviously they had laser swords, or laser guns, or some kind of a
Yeah.
advanced guns in the past, which leads me to believe they had more. So why is Ramirez confused about when he sees a truck or a plane? Wouldn't they have some like that too? Or even better, in the original cut, when they're from a different planet, wouldn't they have some kind of form of transportation aside from a camel?
I don't know, man. That's too far.
I have
Wow.
questions. I have questions.
So is he gonna derail the train now?
Yeah,
He's gonna kill that child too that he talked to, basically.
yeah.
Why?
Because we need an action beat. It's just
It's just like, wouldn't it make more sense to stop the train and just get off?
I know.
It's gonna kill the baby too.
Yeah, oh, it's gonna kill everyone. Yeah.
This is a fucking terrible movie.
Oh. Look at that facial expression, man.
It's like the director's like, okay, just go crazy.
Okay, I'm pretty sure trains can go 300 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they capped them at like, I don't know, even 100 miles an hour.
Probably.
Subway?
Uh,
I mean,
this is
this is not the bullet train in Japan, okay? 400 miles an hour.
That's basically an airplane.
And he's going, he's,
In a curve.
it's curving to curve, no problem.
Whoa.
Oh. Now, by the way, this wouldn't happen because airplanes go faster than that, and people don't fly in that. Yeah,
This is a vacuum that gets created.
yeah,
inside.
exactly. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
Yes. This is
Oh.
and really unnecessary.
Now, again, all these
Oh, that was
things.
a baby. Holy shit.
Yeah. Now you see all those. Okay, really? His eye sockets are popping out,
600.
but nothing's infecting him though.
No.
You know, he's in there, in his anti-gravity bubble, I guess.
So dumb.
See, you know, for example, that scene is a good example. They set him up as this warlord, basically, this monster, right? And now he comes across as just this raving lunatic.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, those two, you know, don't go hand in hand. I mean, you know, it's called the Shield Corporation.
So hold on. What's everybody's reaction gonna be to him being like 50 years younger?
None. No one's gonna. Well, his friend is gonna go, "My God, you look amazing."
Like,
He just saw him at the theater,
yeah, yeah.
right? Yeah, right here.
So who is this old guy now?
Well, they created the Shield together,
Oh, okay.
right? Again, they're gonna explain that throughout the movie. They're gonna have those scenes that in the original cut they had everything in the first 5 minutes, right? Everything was laid out.
Are they gonna show his wife dying? in this
I
version?
think they do, yeah. I think.
Wow, I would have a much bigger reaction if I saw somebody de-aged 30 years.
I know. Well, he says you look fantastic. I mean, good God.
He has
Okay,
facelift.
he does say facelift. I've seen people who have facelifts. They usually look like lizards. Do I look like I'm 25? No, you just look weird. You look like a 25-year-old lizard.
1999, that's when it...
Yeah, December.
I like the little miniature.
Yeah. Yeah, I see now they're gonna cut to those scenes.
Hmm. Why is there's wind in the...
Well, because they're cutting
I
to
know.
the...
It's a nice shot though. It's a well-made movie. I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know what the word is.
Yeah, well, the director used to do music videos, right? And you can tell when he did the first one and this one, there's a lot of very artsy-fartsy shots.
Yeah.
Like shots you normally put in music videos. Which is fine. I think it adds to the movies, right? Wow, could this be... Like, this doesn't fit in at all, that shot of them.
Running? Yeah.
Yeah. So... No, I think this is from the original cut. I don't know.
So this is in Japan? So I guess there's different stations around the world or different satellites.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense, right? It has
Yeah.
to cover the entire globe.
So they only have to take one out to disrupt the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is it. This is it.
Florida Control, this is TSC. December shield.
So I don't even know. So how is this supposed to work? I guess it fires a laser beam, and then
Sure.
it's a laser shield.
I like how they built the shield within the building.
Yeah, I think that whole shot was.
Miniature.
Uh,
It's like
no,
a
I think that's no. I think this is CGI. This has been added, or some of it anyway. I think.
boom. Boom goes the dynamite.
Cover it. And the world just went to shits.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then right, they're not showing. Yeah, okay. I think they will later on, because there was a scene when they were showing people dying
At
of.
the hospital.
Yeah, at the hospital,
I
right?
remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're all acting really sad that they did this, but like you fucking saved the world.
Yeah.
This guy's such an over the top bad guy.
Yeah, I know. I love the monitor. So I guess it's just a monitor used for typing. Can't do anything else. This was back when we thought computers could only be used for word processing.
But I like this. This is like the only thing that looks futuristic in the whole movie.
Well, that's true. Sure.
Everything else is like, you know,
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Futuristic from an 80s point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so he gives them the coordinates.
don't you need north and something else?
I don't know. Yeah, don't you need 3 coordinates?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Or at least 2. That's you're creating a whatever.
I don't
Who
know.
gives a shit? Like really, anybody give a shit?
Look, man, I'm no seismologist. I don't know.
Speaking of seismologists, I started watching Dante's Peak. Remember that movie?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Fuck, such a good movie, man.
I know.
Pierce Brosnan, completely unrelated
Linda
to this.
Linda Hamilton. Yeah.
Gorgeous in the movie.
Yeah, yeah. I recently rewatched Star Trek 2, 3, and 4.
This is how much we care about this movie. It's like, I had a really good coffee this morning. It was ground beef from Ethiopia.
So again, this is when you realize that the evil CEO is an evil CEO. Yeah.
This set reminds me of that movie Death Machines, the Stephen Norrington movie. Remember that?
Death Machines.
Yeah.
Death Machines?
Yeah, you've seen it. You should. It was Steve Norrington's first movie, the guy who directed Blade.
Okay. Huh.
It's kind of very similar design.
Cool. You see the globe in the back there? You see how the shield is yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because that's what the color. Well, it was red, but that's what it was in the original cut, right?
Yeah.
By the way, you know who this guy is? The taxi driver?
No.
That's the guy from American Ninja, the sidekick dude.
Oh.
Remember? Yeah, yeah.
Holy, he got fat.
I know, hey. Well, maybe it's just the haircut. I mean, he was chubby in American Ninja as well. But yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, he looks like an executive. I'm into alt rock.
But this is a shithole, man, compared to all the other shitholes we passed. And you see, again, it's so over the top. Why do you need to do this?
Yeah, you
Like,
roll the window down.
Even in the first movie, when yeah, there were scenes where the bad guy acted out like a sociopath, but it was more down to earth.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like right now, all this shit is doing with the car. Why? You want to go into the building? Just go. Go. Why you gotta slash his tire? Why you gotta, you know what I mean? Right here. It's stupid. What's the character
Yeah,
motivation
why
for this?
doesn't he just drive away too? He's-
Well, look, man, he's still waiting for his tip.
yeah, it's like,
You've cost about $500 to my car, so can I get my $10 tip? Okay, so him saying that right now, put it on my tab.
yeah,
How would he know what that means?
yeah.
See this again?
Yeah, Well, maybe they have tabs in the past. So where did he go now? I don't. Is this Connor's place? Or what is this? Why is he there?
Actually, that's a good question.
I don't understand anything in this movie.
I don't know. I'm confused.
What is she laughing about?
She's watching TV. I'm guessing. By the way, wouldn't he require headphones for that? Because if everybody was playing, you know, if this was on a loudspeaker, and no safety video is gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's not a safety video. That's a death video. Put a plastic bag over your head. But don't you watch this before the? Oh, that's awesome. But don't you watch these videos before you take off? Not in the middle.
I know.
That's oh my god. This movie is like an onion. There's so many layers to it.
So maybe he went there so he can oversee the city. I don't know.
Did you just say my town?
I think so. Yeah.
You just got there.
I mean, okay. Here's another better plot for this movie.
Yeah.
If you must do this, they're from the past. Crap. Okay, here's how you can make a sequel. Okay, they're from the past. We've established that. Connor is the last one. Katana realizes, you know what, man? This past thing here sucks. The future there where Connor is, this looks much better. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna rule the world. Right? He does that.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yep. I agree.
You're welcome, Hollywood. You're welcome. You can keep your Coke. I'll just take your money.
Oh, that's his wife. 1995.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna remember.
Yeah, that right. What is this? A cemetery inside of a church? I don't get it.
Yeah, something like that. That's how the film used to start, right?
Yeah, that's right. This was at the beginning. All those scenes were at the beginning. So yes, she is supposed to be Brenda from the first movie. Right, so he used, because he was the last one, and I guess because he was the last one, he could become a scientist. Because remember, he's not a scientist in the first one.
Yeah, but he's
So-
immortal, so he can just become.
Yeah, he can just become whatever, right? Which I guess could fly because they never really specify what the price is. You could do whatever you want, basically. So okay, he became a scientist, and he built the shield. All right, so far it makes sense. And then we take a slight detour. You know,
It's a great shot, though.
it is a great shot, yeah. Wow, it looks like a giant warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that wow. This is a great shot. Solar radiation ward? Yeah. To be honest with you, his acting was better when he was acting as an old man.
No, it's not bad.
But his accent was better. It was less pronounced. And again, how did he find him?
Well, but they can feel each other, right? That's how they find each other.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't that the
Well,
whole point?
I guess he was watching the security footage.
Yeah.
He knew. Okay, fine. Yeah.
How does Ramirez find him?
Well, they're connected. It's magic. You wouldn't understand.
No.
At least she's at peace. Where are you from? Lots of places.
That's in a way that explains his accent, right? Because he's been in so many places, your accent would change. You wouldn't have the same one, right?
That is true. The only problem with the first movie is when he is young before he becomes immortal,
Yeah, yeah.
and his Scottish accent, which some might say is a little questionable.
So if they do a remake, they
Yeah.
should actually sort of use that. Have him have an actual Scottish accent in the at the beginning.
Yeah.
Then in the future, like in our past, in our present, he would have maybe an amalgamation of accents. you
Yeah,
know,
which
something-
would make sense. You need to find an actor who's multilingual, but who can do a Scottish accent,
Yeah.
right? And yeah, I hate to say it because he's been the answer for everything, but maybe Fassbender.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good choice.
I mean, he's half, what is he, half German, half British?
he's half German, half Irish.
Irish, okay. So maybe he can do, a Scottish accent.
Yeah, I'm sure he could.
And then, I mean, he can, throw in some German, just throw in whatever you actually speak, right? Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, yeah.
There's potential
hmm
if you put the Coke aside and start writing.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot too, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very creative. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta give this to the director. He's
Like, if-
creative.
If there was an actual script written for this, it would have been a good movie.
Yeah.
So he was a football player in 1902? Or you just got that?
I don't know. And again, linking it to the first one, which is the
Yeah.
problem of this movie.
The men all come there. God rest their souls. I alone have come back from the dead. Again. Who knows how
I love this display he's got going on that anybody can see.
Yeah. Connor McLeod from the clan of the McLeods.
Conor McLeod from the clan of the McLeods.
Isn't the guy who plays Duncan McLeod, isn't he like a French actor or something? He's not English, I don't think. Adrian Paul?
Yeah.
I guess he is English if his name is Paul.
No, he's not French, but I don't know. For some reason, at some point, I thought he's French Canadian, but it was only shot in French Canada.
Was it in Montreal?
I think Montreal. Well, at least some of it, maybe not all of it.
Yeah.
I
Did
don't
it
know.
take place in Montreal? Where did it take place?
Actually, I actually think it did take place
Okay.
there. I don't
Montreal.
think the whole thing,
Yeah.
but some of it, yeah. They tried to be exotic.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, okay, we have now. This is one of the battles, I think.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times this movie ends up being, for me, background noise. You start watching as you're just working.
Who's the poor guy that they killed now?
It doesn't matter.
All right. So let's see. So this is gonna be the first fight sequence, I believe.
Yeah. So, random warehouse. Now, hang on. How did he get there? Or why is he there?
Why does anybody do anything in this movie?
Why are we watching this?
That's the real question.
There's doves. It's a nice shot.
So wait, he doesn't have his sword in this movie, right? The sword he's using is the one he stole from the guy who died.
Yeah.
Is he gonna use his own sword?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
No.
That's dumb.
Well, no, because okay, if you want to be smart about it, remember in the third one he lost his sword. No, sorry, he didn't lose it. It got broken.
Then you have to remake it.
Yeah. So if this is, because chronologically this takes place after the fourth one. Sorry, actually, maybe before the fifth one.
Okay, but it doesn't.
Let me talk to you about time paradoxes. That's a pretty nice fight. I mean, it's a nice fight. It's yeah.
So I mean, it's not gonna be the last fight either, right?
No.
Because this sword didn't break, or he didn't lose it at the end of the first one, right?
No.
Okay. Sword fight.
I thought you said last time was the last time. That's a cool shot.
Yeah. Going on a ride.
I mean, seriously, man, the visuals are really good. That's all we got left.
You know, it's funny. You spend so much money on making a movie, and the cheapest part of making a movie is the script.
Yep.
And that's where the least amount of effort is put into.
Yep. Believe it or not, it's not uncommon to start shooting a movie without a script.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That may have happened here.
Holy shit. Did he just...
Yeah.
Oh, so he just broke all his limbs.
Yeah. Yeah. So hang on. He's right now completely immobile. Why not jump down there and cut his head off?
So he just wants to play with him.
I get, yeah, but why?
So it's almost like they just needed an action beat. Okay, we'll have them fight here.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming the next time they fight is going to be at the end.
Yeah. I think so.
It's like, oh, where did you go? I just went to get some milk and fought a guy. I
just fought a warlord. Nothing to worry about.
It's just a regular Tuesday.
Yeah. How you doing? Wanna watch TV?
And she goes, I'm just feeling so conflicted. Like, oh, you just don't know what I'm going through. Like, bitch, you have any fucking idea what I just did?
Listen, Connor, we need to talk. Where is this going?
Yeah. Just met you yesterday.
I don't see a ring on this finger. I don't mean to pressure you, but my biological clock is ticking.
It's like, I'm 800 years old.
He must be using some crazy ass jacked up Viagra.
It's the source.
Or you start just having sex with random women in back alleys.
I always wondered though with these Highlander dudes, after 800 years, you're gonna fuck a guy. Right? Like, it's just gonna happen. Like, fuck it, let's just try it. Lights are off. Why? Why are the lights off? Did Ramirez pull them off? I don't get it.
Oh right, yeah. This is when Ramirez shows up. Yeah, actually, why did he just turn it off?
Why are the lights off? I don't get it.
He likes a fashionable entrance. Yeah, but Ramirez is not just gonna show up and say, "Hey, I'm here." He's gonna he's gonna fight him.
Doesn't he have to buzz him in? Hey, Connor, what's your buzzer number?
What kind of security does this guy have? Again, there's no reason for them to fight, except for dramatic tension.
Yeah, it's just, hey, let's just create a scenario where we might kill each other.
What took you so long? They could have killed me. Don't be ridiculous.
You're the Highlander.
Let's just play around with our metal swords.
Oh, when was that?
Yeah. Back on the planet, on the past.
See, okay, if they hadn't done the whole, when Ramirez looks at himself in the mirror thing, you could make the argument, well, the first part didn't happen. Obviously, him having these memories from the past, yeah, that's what happened. He's been there for 500 years. But this is actually the first time him and Ramirez meet after they've been sent here. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I'm really enjoying this sword fight. And all the stunt doubles that Sean Connery is using.
Half of the budget went to pay for Sean Connery's toupees.
Yeah, that wig, man.
Looks good.
Yeah, it works.
Looks convincing.
All right.
All right, Connor, what do you want?
Magic. Oh, he's tall, eh?
Yeah.
She found the light switch. It's like, oh, sorry, it was on timer.
So hang on, he literally just turned off the light. Well, not necessarily. So hang on, let me get it straight. So they all become immortal at different ages, right? It's in the original movie. It's when you die the first time. That's when you become an immortal. So obviously Connery died in his 60s. Lambert died in his 30s, I guess. And then from there on, they just have sex with women who are 100, 200 years younger than them. But that's okay as long as they're over
18.
18. So that's the game we're playing?
Okay. It's hard to find a woman that's 500 years old.
Well, that's true, yeah. Well, that's a whole other thing. In the original movie, they never made it clear, but it kind of was clear that only men were Highlanders.
Well, was it clear though? Or they
Well,
just
there was
didn't
never any women.
Oh, that doesn't mean that there wouldn't have been.
Well, in all the movies, same thing.
Until the fourth one.
And was there a female?
Yeah, there was the what's his name? His cousin's girlfriend or whatever.
Oh, right, that's
He
right.
made her
yeah.
immortal.
He made her. Yeah, well, that's a whole other thing. You can't make someone immortal. They either are or
but
they're not.
He felt it. They made a point in talking about that. He felt that she had it in her, so he was just like, okay, well, I'll just kill her now, and then she'll be immortal.
But she would have been an immortal whenever she would have died anyway. So
Yeah,
what's the
but-
point? So he didn't really make her immortal.
No, he didn't make her. Well, he sort of sped up the process because he was like, I'm not gonna wait until she dies naturally. Who knows when that'd be? I'll kill her now while she's in her prime.
No, I know, but she
So-
was upset with him for quote unquote making her immortal. He didn't make her; she was already immortal.
She's a woman. Well, she's being illogical. What do you want? That's the most realistic part of these movies. Is this recording?
And we just got our first strike on YouTube.
Random guy just walks in.
Okay, why is every room looks like this gothic cathedral?
Yeah, there's no lights anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be New York. I get it, New York has old buildings. Not, 1,000 years old buildings. And again, unnecessary humor that makes him look like a goof. And why? Okay, I get it, evil corporation, but really, the guy's just gonna shoot him.
It's a little much.
I mean, even the mafia has rules, man.
It's gonna go really bad at the shareholder meeting.
Yeah.
Profit is up to 25%. We executed a guy in our boardroom. And wait, what? What? Only 25% profit? Should be 27.
Even King Jong-un is going, that's a little too much.
Like even Steve Jobs wasn't that bad.
Oh.
This is no way to treat your number one draft choice.
Number one draft choice? What the fuck? Is that
Again,
the NFL
again.
reference?
Why would he know that? That's like a really slow and yeah, he does that. Yeah, yeah, he definitely needs another filling.
Oh my god.
It's the sound, man.
Gets you.
I love how he.
So you want to be vice president? Where's he sitting on?
There's no
there.
chair. Oh, he
moved.
scooched over. Yeah.
Partners, I believe you cannot run a business without
Again, why would he know that?
Well, maybe he took some lessons on his way here.
He took Econ 101.
Yeah. Business for dummies.
Business for uneducated warlords. It's a
From the
crash
past.
course.
From lost civilizations.
I do love his reaction as if I'm supposed to know what that means. You put that thing up there? Why? What's that giant condom up there? What is that? No, that was created by ILM. Actually, I don't know who created
I
it.
feel bad for him in the movie because he has to constantly defend himself from saving the world.
I know, hey? It's like, you're welcome, you dicks.
6 minutes north. That's where Naaman said there was a system failure. Meaning what? Meaning we can go above the shield.
Wait, he's just pointing at the ocean.
Require a longitude.
McCloud,
Okay, so
Ah,
it is
yeah.
longitude. Ah.
taken to Max,
So the movie isn't that dumb.
a high security prison.
McCloud. Your time is now.
Why did you? This was a perfectly good globe.
Yeah, don't have to be a dick about it. It's like,
I am watching.
I mean, I gotta say, this part is actually appropriately funny
yeah.
when they get
Killed,
basically
yeah.
massacred and they wake up.
First time in the desert. Which way to Vegas? Okay, jerk face. Stay put, we'll come get you.
Hey, if there's a place that doesn't require any sunlight, it'll be Vegas, man.
What do you mean?
Well, you never leave the
Oh,
casino.
yeah,
So.
yeah. Is that where they are? They went to Vegas?
No, he said in the desert. I don't know.
Alright.
Okay, so there was. Okay, so let me get this straight. The one thing that prevents the world from dying has one security guard, and you can just drive through it.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Now, okay, granted, they are getting massacred here, so I guess
That's work.
that works.
Holy. The movie doesn't have a lot of blood except this scene. When you think about it, so far.
Yeah, that's true.
Other
actually.
than the cut on his hand.
Yeah, every time they decapitate someone, there's no blood.
No,
Apparently, there's no blood in your neck.
apparently not.
Yeah, nothing.
Holy, they really went for it. It's like Robocop. We've had a slight setback.
Somebody call the paramedics. Oh.
Well, these guys are dressed like alien
I know, eh?
Marine soldiers.
Now hang on. As they were shooting, they would have shot through, into the trunk.
Maybe they had lead lining.
Yeah, probably. Damn. They don't look so good.
Guys drinking a soda pop. Was that a Wendy's cup?
I think so. Maybe, yeah.
Bruised and lacerations, but I think you'll be okay in a day or so.
Thanks. How about them?
Now hang on. Did we forget that she's a wanted terrorist?
Well, they don't know. Maybe
They don't have TV.
Well, it is Wendy's. Look, there's a Wendy's on the right there.
112 myself. Ah, come on. You're not counting that.
I mean, this is funny. But again, no, she's a wanted terrorist. She was on TV.
Yeah.
And these guys wouldn't have like a photo of her. She tried to break in there. She broke in there.
That's the same station?
Well, yeah, this is the Shield Corporation, yeah.
Okay, that's... that's like a fucking cartoon.
Yeah. I know. You know, I never understood whenever they do the scene where they take the clothes on the security guard. It's like, what if the guy like pissed himself? You know, and they gotta put the pants on. Like, this is not hygienically speaking. It's not good.
And they always fits them perfectly.
I
You know
know.
how hard it is to find pants that fit you, man?
I know.
One size off and you're fucked.
I know, man.
Too baggy, too loose, too tight. I mean, give me a break.
Both sides of marriage, they end up at the same place. They both have security rooms and Nathan's in one of them. So we should split up and we'll meet back together at the end. You take this way, let's go.
So is this, I guess, the last scene of the movie, sort of the third act?
Yeah. This is very soon. Sean Connery's gonna die again, even though he's been in the movie for 5, well, probably 10 minutes at this point. You can tell he probably shot all the scenes in a weekend.
Yeah.
You have me for 2 days. I am going back. Wait a second, is this? I wonder if these scenes were added.
Why?
Well, this wasn't. This was.
So this
but-
is the prison, right?
Yeah.
So is this prison part of that shield installation, or is this something separate?
No,
Confused.
they're in the Shield installation. Yeah.
So they're keeping prisoners inside the shield.
Well, it's a corporation, obviously. Apple's got like 20 people in the basement.
Chained to a radio.
Yeah, you know how it is,
Into the
man.
boiler room.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Gotta patch those updates.
We call them engineers.
Yeah. Indentured servitude.
Is iOS 12 out yet?
Nope.
Sir,
Get back.
sir, we haven't eaten in 5 days. Get back down there.
No one gets out of nice. But you said nobody would get in either.
No, you got me there.
Oh. Okay, so basically they see everything. And they're just waiting. Why?
Why not?
I mean, if they're there, just kill them. Oh, I see. Right, that's right. They're gonna trap him here, and this is how Ramirez is gonna die, by using voodoo magic. By the way, what kind of room is this?
What's the point of this room?
Yeah, I know. Okay, it's a giant fan that, for some reason, goes all the way down to the floor. Why? Now, of course, it has to be something that can decapitate them. Get it? Yeah. And I love the line Ramirez is gonna give right now. It's like, most people never, whatever the hell he says. concentrate all of their energy into one to stop a fan from decapitating them. It's really a pointless death scene. It's like,
Oh, look at his sword. Oh, yeah. Oh, he has a different sword.
oh yeah, hey.
Yeah, it's not the same sword that he had when he arrived.
He probably bought it. You know, he had another earring. Yeah, there you go. Just watching slowly drop away. So somehow the magic that brought him back is also a magic that he can use to stop a fan.
So is he gonna die now?
Yeah. He's going to use his life force to push the fan back and open the doors.
Okay. It's Scottish bagpipes, right?
Yeah,
Like-
but he's Egyptian.
No, he's Spanish.
Spanish, right? That's no, is he?
Is he? No, he's Spanish.
No, that's right. He's Spanish. Yeah, yeah. He worked for the Egyptian queen or something. Because I know Egypt was something. Whatever. Who
Didn't he have
cares?
like a Japanese one too?
No, that was MacLeod. The Japanese guy built his sword in the third one.
But didn't he have a Japanese wife too? One of them.
Yeah, I think in that period. Yeah, I don't know.
He ran around.
So again, how did he open the door?
I don't know.
Now, okay. By the way, he just opened the door. Just go out. Just run out. Why are you still staying there?
I don't know.
Do you understand that?
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
And he didn't take his sword.
Yeah. And
So does he? I remember Michael Ironside squishing the guy's balls and killing him like that. Is that in this version too?
oh, the CEO guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's kind of psychopathic.
Wait, but hang on. Connor knows he's immortal, and he knows that simply running him over with the car won't do anything.
Yeah, they don't expect him to be dead.
Okay.
Oh. Say it ain't so.
Get out of here. Okay, so slam the brakes, he'll fly out, and you can run him over again.
It's like, take the wheel.
Ay. This is an intense scene going 5 miles an hour.
See, you can tell the scene was shot during the day. And then they just sort of added some filters to make it look like
Yeah.
night-ish.
Yeah. It's not even day for night. It's this half-assed.
Well, it kind of makes
thing.
sense too. If they're driving on top of a mountain, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the sun.
No, don't
No,
do that.
probably
No,
not.
don't do that.
Sorry, I take it back.
Stop it.
Stop it. I'm a cop, you idiot.
Okay, so he's... Now, again, I don't understand his motivation. He's just toying with them. He could have killed him. He could have killed him when he was, in that elevator shaft. He could have killed him in the shield installation because you know where they were going. Could have surprised him. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Literally, the car is going 5 miles an hour. This is worse than that tank scene from Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Oh my God, stop the car. My nose is bleeding. Stop the car.
I need my makeup case. What is that? Why is there shit flying?
Well, they're looking for that. There's a hole, right?
But look, there's shit hitting the shield.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe it's just because it's hitting the mountain and
Yeah, but what is hitting the mountain?
geographically
Fuck off.
speaking, the tectonic plates are hitting each other, and kaboom.
Okay.
Danger. Shield sealing. Well, okay, I guess because it is a laser, and it.
Why is she going with him? Isn't that kind of dangerous for her?
Well, she's convinced it's all good.
No, but like, look, the shield is like cutting through the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. Writing.
It doesn't even make sense because the airplane was flying, right? Airplanes fly at like 30,000 feet altitude, 35. There's no way they'd have to be basically climbing through Mount Everest to get to the top there.
Oh shit! Yeah, I never thought about that.
Yeah, I think.
Well, it's a very high mountain.
yeah, Mount Everest. That's the highest one.
Well, maybe planes don't fly that high anymore. It's like 100 feet
Yeah.
above ground.
That's it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna
It's
He's gonna
squish his balls.
squish his balls now.
It's gonna make him an opera singer. It's gonna be a soprano.
See, okay, the CEO guy. You clearly have. He doesn't know he's immortal, but he knows he's a psychopath
Yeah,
who'll
yeah.
kill everyone,
Maybe don't
and
fuck
he
with him.
still has attitude.
Yeah.
I'll be licking his boots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so they're out now. Fresh air.
Well, it's high up.
Yep. Hey. Oh my god. It's the clouds. Ooh, this is a weird shot.
Well, it's first shot in daylight.
No, why is he hugging her like he's getting ready for a selfie? This is beautiful. All of a sudden the bird shits on her and she's like, fuck this, I'm out.
Not keep the shield.
Shield's got to come down.
Well, maybe you should go back. This is breathtaking. We need to save humanity. Yeah, just chill, just relax. You want to have a picnic?
I mean, for God's sake, they dropped off the screen almost 24 hours ago.
Everybody's got to be someplace.
24 hours. It's been 24 hours since he fell off the truck.
So hang on, those guys have been hanging around in his office for 24 hours?
I understand that.
Does this guy not have a private life?
What if he did get to name it before he died? And what if he did get the coordinates? What of? Well, just maybe.
Oh, here we come.
They could figure it out about the ozone layer. And if that's the case, well, suffice to say that the company will be spiraling into chapter 11. Will you be quiet? It's McCloud.
This has been added.
Looks as though you fucked up, eh, partner?
Oh, look at that. You see that?
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
Why?
Why? You were fine. I told them.
Why?
You really think so?
No.
Well,
The answer is no. I'm sorry. And we're done. Oh, good God. Falling off the building is
It's like-
the least of his concerns. That's the lesser of the two pains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, why would he care about the shield thing? Like, he doesn't give a fuck about that.
No, I know. Yeah.
And none of the security guards are like, that's
Dude,
my boss.
this is the same shot from the.
I know.
Jesus Christ, they reuse. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Like, seriously.
Seriously. I'm done after we finish the movie.
How much is left?
we're almost there. Just one more epic, useless battle. Come on, man. Oh, da da da.
Oh, so he...
He has the sword.
Okay.
Where? I guess he went home and grabbed it.
No, that's Ramirez's sword.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I think.
I don't know.
I mean, that's the sword he had in the first and in the third movie.
Yeah. And then it was cut in half, and then he recreated it.
Well,
Even though he went apparently to the best swordsman in the world, Japanese guy, but then he was able to just recreate it by himself.
no, did he go? No,
Yeah.
he went in the third one. He went to Japan to get it.
No. In the third one, they show flashbacks of him in the past,
Yeah.
and the swordsman in Japan created that sword for him, and that was supposed to be the best swordsman, best sword, blah blah blah, all that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then he just recreates the sword by himself. So it's like, I guess that guy wasn't that good. If you just recreated it.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. I bet you a lot of the money went towards recreating that shield laser beam.
Yeah, I was just thinking, out of all the Highlander movies, this one has the least amount of sex scenes. It's just the one in the back alley. You don't see anything.
Yeah, that's
either.
true, actually.
All the other ones have more graphics.
The first one is definitely more graphic. The third one, yeah, with the cop. Yeah, that's true. The fourth one, and that's it. It's literally this.
It's kind of an underwhelming fight scene.
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, they should have reversed it. Well, you can if you don't have the footage, but this should have been the first time they meet, and the second one in the alley or the factory, whatever the hell it was.
It's so
Even look at the quickening. This is it.
Yeah, it's so inconsistent. Like sometimes it blows up a whole building.
But
other times it's...
that's what I mean. The further along it is in the movie, there's less money for anything fancy. So this is it, right? And by the way, no security guards.
No.
The one thing that supposedly keeps the earth safe.
The guy killed their boss. They're not getting paid. Fuck that. The moment the paycheck stops coming, people are on.
So he's going in there and destroying it. Because he's now, again, the last one. And he
Until
is...
the next one. Oh my god.
Destroy it.
Did he kill her too then?
I know. Hey, imagine, next time it's summer, people start yelling at him, I'm getting a sunburn, you asshole. I didn't get that in the past.
Yeah, like, kind of would have made more sense to just turn it off. And what if the ozone layer gets fucked up again? You have to build it again. Just turn it off, maintain the equipment, and
Yeah, I hear you. Well, yeah, and that's it. He saved the world, killed the bad guy, and he gets the girl.
like in every other movie.
And then in the one of the European versions,
He goes into the clouds, into the
it's
sky.
the fairy tale ending where they literally fly off into space, I guess. Thank God they changed that.
So in this one, they just walk away.
Yeah, it is a pretty underwhelming ending.
But slightly more real.
Yeah, and now he could now go back into the past if he chooses to, right? And no, they don't. Yeah, they don't show anything here. And that's it. I think now it's just credits. Yeah, credits.
All right, well that was fun. See you guys next week. All right, we're good.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. If you want to buy this movie, I'll try to find.
Don't buy it. Just download it illegally.
We do not condone illegal downloads. Yeah, if you want to buy it, I'll try to find all the links to all the crap in the description. Check it out. That's it. Stay tuned for more. Boyan Dulabik signing out.
See ya.
Bye bye.